fundraiser today.
He's a great leader. He's a first a governor of a small state, dad, coach. We kind of got that vibe here today. He's talking about what's at stake. He wants us to help elect Kamala Harris to be the next president. He'd be the vice president, of course. And of course, fundraising is a part of it too. But he talked about how we can help. We can go up to Reno. We can make phone calls, write letters, and what's at stake in this election is what he laid out, and it was very well received.
From here, Walz headed to Reno, where he's headlining another fundraiser. He'll hold a rally tonight and is scheduled to make more campaign stops in Arizona tomorrow.
And Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance returning to Michigan today, where he rallied voters with remarks on the auto industry and the economy in Detroit. Vance visiting the battleground state less than a week ago following the debate with Governor Walz. Former President Trump will also be visiting that very spot in Detroit later this week.
You should begin to receive your mail-in ballot. Many elections offices started mailing them yesterday. Election leaders in Dorado County say they hope to see ballots in mailboxes by the end of the week. Drop boxes are already open, and leaders expect a busy voting season.
Come in and vote on election day, but just be patient because we do expect a really high turnout on election day. So there might be some lines. You might have to wait a little bit. But in the past, people just enjoy it. They visit with their neighbors and they have a good time while they're waiting in line. So that's all we ask is just be patient and enjoy the process.
You can return your mail-in ballot by mail at a drop box or at an in-person voting center. Coming up tonight, it's the KCRA 3 voter guide, the propositions and races you need to know about before the general election. We'll show you what your vote actually means and how it could impact your daily life. That's coming up in our KCRA 3 voter guide special, hosted by KCRA 3's Edie Lambert and Ashley Zavala. That's coming up tonight at 7:30.
Addressing aging here in America, Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra was in Sacramento today giving the keynote speech at the California for All Ages and Abilities, a day of action. And the event is hosted by the state's Department of Aging. Becerra highlighting federal policies allowing California to use Medicare funds in a more expansive way than just a visit to a doctor or a hospital. For example, money can be used on transportation to and from medical appointments. Also spoke about the Biden-Harris administration's push to have in-home health care.
You shouldn't have to leave your home to get the care that you need, either because you have family with you who could help, and if not, we're your extended family, and we will be there. And it makes sense. It's not just a heartwarming, a feel-good policy. It's an economic policy.
Becerra says that some federal policies you see related to aging come from California with its programs and laws.
Coming up, honoring a fellow firefighter.
It's very important to us to memorialize someone and